Take it away, bro.
All right, here we go. Again, this is P to the YO Pyro Panda alongside with INF Morse. You want to say hello, Mr. Moss?
No, but I'll do so anyway. Hi, peoples.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, to the top left, to the bottom left, because this is in fact Newkirk, a very good 1v1 map, is our Terran player Tjej, the star of what we've been casting so far for the night. And the bottom right is our infamous Zerg, the crazy Emzeeshaddy. I'm sorry, I'm partial. I love Zerg. He would be spawning as our red Zerg to the bottom right, as there's cross spawns only on this map, Newkirk. And it's going to be an interesting game here on. We'll see if the Terran goes mech and if the Zerg reacts properly to the mech style. If there is mech, I know a lot that goes on for bio. If Tjej showing again that he's a very safe player, knowing him, he's probably knowing what I've seen so far of him. He's probably going to go that heavy mech and weight style and kind of Terran creep all the way, and we'll see if the Zerg plays aggressive enough to keep up with Tjej's style.
And we did see a refinery first. The barracks just went down for Tjej. That means one of two things. Either we're going to be teching the mech really quick, or we're looking for some early Reapers. Either one is going to be very effective against this Zerg player, as we see that the Zerg player has already expanded as well. And that
will definitely, the 15 supply hatchery is standard, and it's ZVT, I would say. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if that is a Reaper that's going to be coming out. Reaper to expansion is, again, it's very common, but it's not blocked off. So I don't know. I feel like maybe the Hellions are going to be going down, or definitely something to prevent the Zerg from creating mass amount of lings. Alrighty.
Still, and there we go, Reaper.
There you go. Reaper expand, like I said, very economical. Probably going to try to snipe some drones, but if MZ micro as well, he can get only a couple lings out, maybe a queen by the time the Reaper hits, and kind of be able to fort and deny that Reaper from doing any substantial damage.
Pyro, how many queens, how many Reapers does it take to kill a queen? Like one, like straight up, just like them.
I think 4. 4 or 5. 4 or 5, yeah.
5 seems a little high. I'd go with 4.
I think I'm pretty much just
3 if you micro them, right?
Yeah. PP, so it's gonna be pause. Is that PP right. Or pause?
I'm gonna. He's. Oh, I just thought of a really inappropriate joke. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh man, you can't do that. Is it that inappropriate? So two rednecks go into a bar. Just kidding. There is no counter.
2 Marines walk into a bar. There is no counter.
There is no counter. Okay, so the Reaper's going down. The good thing about Reapers is even if it doesn't do any damage, it gives great scouting info to the player.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
There is 2 Zerglings going down, or that are on the field, I mean, to kind of do some damage, or if not get picked off by Tjej. He's going to be going up. The queen is there, so I don't feel like there's going to be too much damage going on. He's just going to be scouting. He sees that there's 2 gas going down, so it's going to be either an early timing or just going to be tech switching the banglings or some sort like that.
Checks, make sure there's not a third. Tjej being very smart with his map awareness.
Also, for Tjej, the factories are coming down, so he's definitely going to be playing a heavy mech build. He's probably going to be getting Hellions out, probably going to be trying to do some sort of harassing. The Tech Lab and Reactor go down, so I wouldn't be surprised to see pretty much Hellions and Widowmines or tanks, siege tanks.
Shady is droning up hard, and why not, as he has felt practically, literally no aggression from the Terran player.
Oh yeah, well he knows that the Terran's probably going to be going that heavy macro build. I mean, he is scouting, Emzeeshaddy is scouting, seeing what's going on with these 2 Zerglings, which is key knowledge. he's going to definitely get into the base and see those factories and go, okay, I need to get some sort of spine collars or just some small static defense to kind of deny the Hellions from just walking up into his base. As you can see as well, the one range is going down, is getting learned from Emzeeshaddy, and he's putting down a roach warrant. He doesn't want any funny business with the Hellions. And all he really has to do is just macro up. I mean, there's the spine crawler right coming down. So
we were having a discussion last night in TeamSpeak. For those of you that don't know, Infinity Gaming does offer a free TeamSpeak server. If you're a member of our community and would like to get some time to hang out and chat with us, you're more than welcome to check us out. But anyway, we were talking about Roach, Hydra, Viper. What do you think of that unit composition?
Roach, Hydra, Viper is the go-to composition for TV ZVT, and if you can get those clouds going on, you pretty much got the game. But you got to deny that third. You can't just allow them to get the third. I mean, if you see this harassment right now, this is gonna hurt the Zerg, but I feel like he can fort this off, and he's gonna be wanting to end up teching the mostly Hydras, and then probably going into Viper's Roach. It's gonna be that step ladder. It's gonna be that Roach, Hydra, and then Vipers. And then at the end, he wants to have a majority Hydra army, and he wants to get those perfect clouds out.
Step ladder. That's the freaking word we were looking for earlier. Stepping stones. Ugh. Shout out to Boo Crew, who's been gardening all day.
There you go. Gardening's good.
Dude,
alright, so it's going to be a Roach timing. It's going to be a Roach timing at 9 minutes. He just wants to poke in, see what Terran has. Widow Mines aren't going to do much, but that Siege Tank on the high ground is going to be doing a lot. Oh, look at that. An Overseer spawning. Probably going to try to get a Siege Tank, if possible. And the layer is up. So Roach speed is halfway on its way. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a third or macro hat or a third going down during this attack. Which indeed there is a third that just went down. But waiting on this, who knows? I mean, he's not going to be doing much damage with these Roaches, Morse.
You know, I don't think that he's going to be able to get the if he pushes in right now, which I pray he doesn't. Yeah, he's pulling back right now. Good, good. He would not have got the results that he was going to hope for.
Oh yeah, he's going to get that good scout out by the Overseer. He's going to say, okay, so it looks like there's 2 factories. This is going to be a definitely heavy play. There's Battle Hellions. He knows that. Battle Hellions strong. That Overseer is going to be going down, but he definitely got to see what unit composition he was going for. Tank, Battle Hellions.
I'm lagging.
He might even switch to Mutas at this point. I wouldn't be surprised. Mutas are really strong in that composition, but he's 2 feet away from teching into Thors. So again, even if he switches to Mutas, he'd need to do some substantial damage.
Is there a Spire? I don't see a Spire.
No, he doesn't, but okay. It's a viable... There's no Spire, but it's a viable composition when dealing with tanks and Hellbats. Alright. Big Roach play going on. He just needs to deny that third that just went down. Those Widow Mines are protecting it. The Hellbats are protecting it. So hopefully he can do some economic damage. He needs to do something. I know he has his third up. Maybe he can get a fourth up and do some economic damage that way. I mean, here's some Hellion aggression that's going to really hurt the Zerg if he doesn't respond correctly.
Yeah, I think with those Queens and those Roaches are going to clean it up pretty well. Yeah, no problems there. It is enough it is enough though to make Shady double check his advance as he comes halfway back to his third before coming back out.
I would say that's a bad play by Shady. He didn't have to send his entire army back. He could have just he had it anyways with the amount of roaches that he had. But doing that kind of, I don't know if Tjej saw that. He is scanning to see if the roaches are there. There's no way the roaches can take out that third, so he needs to find another way to do some economic damage. Maybe even a Nidus play wouldn't hurt. But if he stays on those roaches and waits for Tjej to just get heavy tanks, go mutas. But then again, I take that back because now 2 Thors are on the field. But if he positions carefully and he gets the Vipers, and he could do some damage. Looks like there is one roach scouting, kind of like the tank and Hellbat composition. He sees the Thors. He knows what's going on. But he needs that 4th. He needed that 4th a long time ago. He needs a tech in the Hive Tech now. He needs to start thinking about what he's doing. There's not much creep spread going on right now, which is unfortunate. I would love to see some creep spread, but it doesn't really matter because there's not much detection going on for Tjej.
No detection for Tjej. This could hurt.
Yeah,
really
this
bad.
can definitely set up.
Oh! Because you can see him. Did you know that? You could see him moving in the ground.
Yeah, you see a little cloud. A little misty cloud, and you're like, oh, what is that? But still, he knows that third's there. He knows that he has to do damage. He tried to, got denied. He doesn't want to do too much. Look at the Hellion aggression on Emzeeshaddy's third. All those drones are going down. And turned into Hellbats, which is painful because they're really hard to deal with. I mean, they're even good against roaches, and that's saying something. Where's the tech switch? You don't see... I mean, you now see an Infestor Pit, and you don't see too much coming down. You see this continual roach play.
Spire just went down.
There you go. The Spire goes down. Let me find the Spire.
Attack,
there's the
+3
Spire.
armor, +3 range attack, +3 armor being researched as well. Upgrades definitely in favor of the Zerg right now, but that
Ultra's Cavern.
Nothing to joke at.
Well, Ultra's Cavern is also coming down, which is going to be very good for the tanks. I mean, he knows that it's a very tank-heavy composition, and there's only 3 Thors, so there's not much to be afraid of. At the same time, just that line alone is very powerful. It's very hard to penetrate. So even though there's a supply advantage of the Zerg's best ability is to remax and get more and more and effectively trade, which he's not really effectively trading. He's just kind of letting the Terran go do what he wants and how he wants it, which is kind of upsetting.
Maybe for you. As a Terran, I am thoroughly enjoying this game.
I'm not.
Moving right on across.
Spines. There needs to be a lot of spines here for Emzeeshaddy's 4th. There's no defense. It's just going to be burnt to a crisp. And it's not going to be fun for me to watch. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
Slow reaction, if a reaction at all from Shady as he is losing. Oh, and the transformation. All those drones are going down. No questions about it.
You know what would have hurt? If there was like a couple, what do you call those? Flying things that heal. Medivacs. Oh my god. So the 4th almost going down, almost getting picked off. That really hurts because there's no mining, no 4th. And it just shows how far ahead that Tjej is really getting. He's really showing to be a very resilient, aggressive, and defensive player. He's all around doing very well.
My StarCraft almost crashed.
Oh my gosh.
Stream? Are we still up? Are we still upstream? Let me know.
Well, I hope so, because there's going to be Brood Lords coming here in a few seconds. He needs to start trading some roaches. He needs to just kill off, because he has 200 supply. His ideal plan is to get Brood Lords and roaches, but there's not a lot going on. It's kind of upsetting. Look at all those spine colors in the 4th. He's saying, I don't want that 4th to go down. It's going to go down anyways. All he has to do is A-click it, but those spines are probably... Oh! I had hope. I had hope for Shady, but...
He pulls his entire army Every time there's something going on, his entire army gets pulled.
Yeah, that's definitely not good at all. Again, Tjej saw that there are corruptors, possible broodlords, because why would you do something like that? Look at that Nidus runway! Yeah! But it's going to be fought off. He needs to do multiple Nidus plays. He needs to do something. But I do like what he's doing. He's getting the corruptors to go find some Nidus room. I mean, a good Terran would have...
That Nidus is gonna finish. No. I thought it was. False alarm, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
It's not like he had too many in the Nidus anyways. Actually, he did. He had a few roaches. So he wants to do something. He does have a 4th that he just got up. Or a 5th, rather. And he's trying to get his 4th up again.
Look at Tjej building 5 more command centers. Thors galore. Tanks to back it up. I don't see... I mean, yeah, he's got a huge roach count. And the money scanned, seeing that he was about to get flanked, able to react to it. Oh my god.
Well, he needs to just get rid of these roaches at this point because they're hurting him. They're literally hurting him. They're not doing anything. The tank count is really high. He has tons of corruptors. Yeah, they're cool, but what are they going to do against Thors and tanks not really doing anything? This is a horrible conversation. Conversation.
It is a horrible conversation.
Composition. I mean, his idea is he wants broodlords. He wants broodlords. He's tech the broodlords. He can get broodlords. Why aren't you just throwing away army at this point? You're a Zerg, man. You're a Zerg. But it's okay. He's saying I am a loving Zerg lover.
Oh, the Zerg hiding all of his units around. Oh, I would have gone through the throat.
You know what? What is he doing? He could have just thrown away, got rid of 3 tanks. He would have been good because he would have been able to macro up after that.
How many larvae does he have? 52 larvae. There is no reason why Shady should not be just throwing away his army.
He needs to. I mean, that tank army is so much stronger that... Oh, jeez. I don't know what he's doing. He's like, come kill me because I feel like throwing away an army is not worth it. Actually is really worth it as a tank. As a Zerg.
Another Nidus. I love how it pings it for us on the mini-map as observers. I've never noticed that before.
That is pretty neat. Maybe they just added that. It's like, there's a Nidus, guys.
And another.
Oh, he does. He has Ultralisk on the field like he wanted to, but you know, those Thors are really good at killing Ultralisks. They're really good. They're not worth it. Maybe he's thinking that he can do a flank attack, but you know what? Those observers are going to go down. The defense for Tjej is too strong. He needs to do something worthwhile here. Look at this. The tanks are sieged. Oh, getting that surround. But those Ultralisks not really doing anything.
I mean, he is going to clean up that mecha army. But
I'm very impressed. I'm actually very impressed. Now he could probably get those broodlords that he so desperately wanted.
And
if he has
that single take takes out the 3rd. I don't know if you were watching it, but a tank with like 20 hit points took out this base.
Oh my gosh. That's really upsetting. That's fine because the Zerg is mass expanding. He's getting tons of spine colors. The Terran player able to almost max out again. He still has those corruptors.
This could end up being a really... nope, duds. This could end up being a really long match. This is the same map. This is the same race setup, TVZ, that we saw Thorzane, and I can't remember who it is, at the last MLG. Hour, 15 minutes of in-game time. Map was completely mined out. Oh my gosh, this engagement, though.
This is really good for the Zerg. I mean, yeah, I've been like saying stuff about him, but at the same time, he really knows his engagements. He's taking out all these Hellbats. He has the Ultralisk. I mean, he's killing off the Ravens.
Heat Seekers.
But I don't know. He needs to go kill off production. He's in the base. He needs to be doing something to kill off the productions. Those Ultras are good dead. There's no real mining going on in the main. This is definitely a great game, but we'll see how it plays out in the future. If you see six more Ultralists, 7 more Ultralists going for the 4th, he's doing some good harassment. Some very good harassment. He's not allowing mining, and he's macroing behind it, kind of. I mean, I haven't seen a game with not many, how do I say it? Not many Vipers. I mean, he doesn't have any Vipers, but that's fine. Does he still have Corruptors? Let me go to the unit tab and check.
He does not.
He does not have any more Corruptors, but he has 11 Ultralists.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are pretty heavily damaged, but thanks to that Zerg regen. Does he have the... Yeah, he's got the chitinous plating or whatever the hell it's called. You're a Zerg. What the hell is that called?
Yeah, no, it's called chitinous plating. You got that correct.
I win!
Ding, ding, ding. 11 points for Morse. I don't think I'd want to... Maybe I would. I don't know. That engagement is a little tricky. Right?
The way he's just bouncing them around the net. Or the map. The net. The map on the net.
It is a net. It's a net map. For network.
These Ultralisk are gonna go. They know that the Terran has overextended himself. Oh, don't siege there. You're only gonna get one shot. That's it. And here they come.
That's exactly what he got. But you know what?
And the battle cruisers. I didn't even notice he was making them. And the mines get shots off. These are dead Ultralists.
Those Ultralists are long gone. He's not macroing behind this. Like I said, he's kind of macroing behind this, but he's just getting drones. He's just droning up. What is he doing? He needs to have tech on the field. He needs it. He's doing very well by doing aggression, but he wants some crazy Nidus play, and he's praying that the Terran gets out of position for this. I mean, at this point, those battlecruisers are going to be doing tons of damage. That Overlord's going to get picked off, and there's the Corruptors coming out.
He needs those GG Lords, but I think it's just too late.
At this point, GG Lords are a little bit too late because there's Vikings, there's battlecruisers. He wasn't allowing any GG Lords to be getting put on the field.
Shows you how much I know when it comes to Zerg. And the bomb Manor Mules from Tjej as he does take it. And that was game 1, right?
That was game 1.